It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
A pass complete here to Conley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got the hook up with Conley. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, 55 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
We know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 37 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give running right, Lindsey. Lindsey first down and more than that. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 35 yards for Philip Lindsay. And the Texans have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by a Philip Lindsay touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good.